Over 360 million years ago, an extraordinary chapter in Earth's history began, the Age of Amphibians. This was a time when life made its first bold steps onto land. Creatures with lungs and limbs adapted to a new world of challenges and opportunities. Their journey paved the way for all land-dwelling animals, including us. Let's dive into this fascinating story of evolution, adaptation, and survival. Before the Age of Amphibians, Earth's waters were teeming with life. Fish were the dominant species, evolving into an incredible variety of shapes and sizes. But as resources became scarce in the oceans, some fish began exploring shallow waters and muddy swamps for food and safety. These early adventurers weren't true amphibians yet, but their adaptations laid the foundation for life on land. One of the most significant evolutionary leaps happened during this time, the development of limbs. Early fish like Tiktaalik had strong, fleshy fins that could support their bodies in shallow water and even help them crawl onto land. Tiktaalik was a true pioneer, with both gills and rudimentary lungs. These adaptations were the first steps toward amphibians, marking the beginning of a new era. The first true amphibians appeared during the Devonian period, around 370 million years ago. Creatures like Ichthyostega were among the earliest amphibians with sturdy limbs and lungs for breathing air. They could move across land but still depended on water for reproduction and survival. Amphibians thrived in warm, humid environments where they found abundant food and fewer predators compared to the oceans. The Age of Amphibians truly took off during the Carboniferous Period, often called the Golden Age of Amphibians. During this time, Earth's climate was warm and swampy, with massive forests of ferns and giant plants covering the land. Amphibians like Eryops grew much larger than their modern relatives, reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. These predators dominated the swamps, feeding on insects, fish, and smaller amphibians. Amphibians developed several key adaptations that allowed them to thrive on land. Their sturdy legs supported their weight, while their lungs provided a way to breathe air. However, they still relied on water for reproduction, laying eggs with soft shells that needed moisture to survive. This dual life, spending time in both water and on land, is what defines amphibians even today. Amphibians didn't just adapt to the land, they transformed it. By spreading across swamps and forests, they played a critical role in shaping early terrestrial ecosystems. They controlled insect populations and became prey for larger predators, creating a balance that allowed life on land to flourish. But the reign of amphibians wasn't to last forever. By the end of the Carboniferous period, the climate began to change. Swamps dried up, and reptiles with their ability to lay hard-shelled eggs and survive in drier environments began to outcompete amphibians. While amphibians continued to thrive in aquatic habitats, their dominance on land began to wane. Did you know that some ancient amphibians were as big as modern crocodiles? Creatures like Mastodonsaurus could reach lengths of over 20 feet, with massive jaws and sharp teeth. These were the true giants of the swamp. Today's amphibians, frogs, salamanders, and caecilians are a reminder of their ancient ancestors' incredible journey. While they may be smaller and more specialized, they carry the legacy of the first creatures to conquer land. Despite challenges like habitat loss and climate change, amphibians remain an important part of our planet's ecosystems. Amphibians are not just fascinating relics of the past, they're vital to our world today. They control insect populations, act as indicators of environmental health, and play crucial roles in their ecosystems. Protecting them is essential for maintaining Earth's biodiversity. The Age of Amphibians was a turning point in Earth's history, marking the moment when life took its first steps onto land. These pioneers forever changed the course of evolution, paving the way for the rise of reptiles, mammals, and eventually humans. Love exploring Earth's ancient history? Like this video, subscribe to BrainSpark and join us as we uncover more incredible stories from the past.